Hi everyone. So I was going through the LLM since I generally use this model for different uses, and I just found that Google just released a open source model called Gemma 3. So we have something really nice to show today. This is a AI model from Google running completely offline on your machine with maybe Olama, or you can use it via different interface. So if you go to the Hugging Face Google page, you will see that just a few hours ago they have actually uploaded, and you can download. And the good thing is it works completely offline, so even if you are not connected to the internet, you will be able to get help. So it's kind of like ChatGPT but offline, and quite similar in performance. So what I did is I first downloaded Olama. So you can just download it and install on whatever system you use. Then I've gone to models. Then you can just copy this command and run in your terminal, and it should just download. So 12 billion parameter works fine. 27 is for powerful systems, so I'm using 12 billion parameter. And after we have downloaded, I created like a script slash software that actually help to analyze image, text, equation, etc. So just for an example, I was working on some model. So let's say I want to know the details of these equations. So maybe you can right click, go to help, and get the details. The other way is, let's say the details is not sufficient, you can take a screenshot. So I'll just copy this, and I have created this standalone file. So you don't have to do anything like installing Python. Everything is done and everything is in a single file. You just need to download Olama and install the model. That's it, and Olama should run in your background. I'll click on paste image, and it will automatically paste from clipboard. And let's say I want to know, okay, explain me. Remember, this is running completely offline, so even if you disconnect the internet, it will work. So let me write, explain me each of these models with equation and example in details. And I have selected Gamma 3. So I have different model installed, including DeepSeek, but we are interested in this model because it can support image as input. So I'll click on analyze image. By the way, I will share this for you to download and use. Since it runs offline in your system, I think this is good, so you don't have to worry about your data being used by third-party platform and so on. And probably it will take like 10-15 seconds, and you will see that it will come up with a response. So if I make this a bit bigger, you will see that it is actually explaining each of the model along with the variables and details. So let's say I want to know, explain in details about loss tangent, and I'll click on analyze image. Yeah, you can see that it actually described the loss tangent model in quite a detail. So let me try something else. So okay, maybe we'll go to here, or maybe these equations. So we have this 3 equation. So I will try to take a snapshot. I'll just copy and I'll just paste this, or you can just select image and upload your image also. Now I can write, explain me these 3 equations and I'll click on analyze image. So since the image is very small, it may not be able to actually read the image. It's quite hard, but yeah, it could not properly encode, but it could roughly explain what is going on. So maybe we can try something else. So okay, let me go through these ports. So I'll try to ask him what is the meaning of all these ports, and also to tell me some example where this is applicable. So I'll again paste this image, and then I will say explain me the port details one by one in 200 words with a real case example. So I click on analyze image. It may take few seconds. Yeah, so it describes the port name 2, that is correct, it is there. Type, so the port type is transverse electromagnetic. Temp port is commonly used in waveguide, etc, etc. Now it also described the user defined port. So this indicates that the port characteristics like the location and dimension were specifically defined by the user rather than being automatically generated by the simulation software. And then for real world example, consider a microwave oven. The waveguide connecting the magnetron, that is the microwave source, to the oven cavity is a temp waveguide. The port of the magnetron end would be a temp port, allowing the microwave to effectively transfer energy to the oven cavity for cooking. Wow, so this is actually nice. By the way, this model is, as far as I remember, like 6 or 7 gigs, so it will at most occupy 8 GBs of space. So actually it's nothing in that respect. Like a large fluid dynamics model itself is like 4 GBs. So maybe I'll go a bit deeper. So explain me a example of real industrial device where rectangular port is used. I'll click on analyze image. Waveguide antenna used in radar system often employ rectangular temp ports. These ports allow for efficient transmission and reception of microwave signal within the waveguide structure. So by the way, these are AI generated response, so always cross check from ACI index journal or good research article, or you can search in Google patents or whatever, but at least this is a good starting point. What could be its purpose? Maybe we can try something else. Let's say I want to go to materials, maybe something complex. So yeah, maybe I'll just take a screenshot here that include the material properties name so that it will know what it is studying. So I will write explain me each of the term as I in 200 words so that I can understand easily. Let's see if it can do that. I haven't tried this, I'm just trying, so let's see. Yeah, so it seems like it is able to explain a bit. So let me just read out any one of them. So intercalation is the reversible insertion of ion into the host material, typically a layered or porous structure. Wow, so it thinks it is actually giving some interesting information. By the way, I also have a export button, so you can export as a text file and actually read. So if I click on export and just open this folder, Now if I open this file and if I view it, and you can actually read or whatever, you can just modify according to your need. And apart from that, I saw that it can also like give important information, like if I write me the color hex code of different colors in the image, it is actually quite good in getting colors. So you can see it will exactly give you the colors that are used. So it is not only useful in explaining stuff, rendering lattice equations, explaining basic stuffs, and extracting information. I guess it may also be used to extract dimensions. So I'm not sure, but let me try. So I will try to take a screenshot of this along with the scale, and then I will ask what is the length of the blue line or something like that. I don't know if it can do, but yeah. What is the length of the blue line? Use the scale as reference. Now let's see if it can do 300. Wow, is it true? So okay, it seems it's 300. No, it's more than that. So it's 300 plus 50 and it's minus. Okay, so it's actually creating a difference. Wow, so it is actually accurate. So the height is 50 and this height is 330. Okay, it's slightly wrong, but I think this is quite interesting. So if I try to ask, let's say, what is the area of the blue region? Let's see if it can do that. The blue region extend approximately x equal to 0 to x equal to 400. Is it true? Let me make this small. X equal to 0 to x equal to 400, that is true. And from y equal to minus 300 to y equal to 0. So here it got slightly wrong. So it is not 300. Actually, the scale is not showing. That's why it could not get a proper reference. And therefore the area is approximately 1,20,000 nanometer square. Wow, it can actually read even the small font. So yeah, you can play with it, use it for your work, and let me know if this particular tool is useful in any cases in your project or whatever. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. So AI is actually getting smarter day by day, and I hope you like this video. If you do, kindly subscribe and support my work. I hope this helps, and actually I will share this file so you don't have to like learn coding or anything. Just install Ollama, just execute this file, and you should have this interface and it should work hopefully. So that's it. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.